So the ANC in the Western Cape, we were talking about wanting sexual misconduct allegations against suspended Western Cape Community Safety MEC Albert Fritz to be investigated. I was in the process of speaking to Cameron Dugmore, ANC leader of the opposition in the Western Cape. Hello to you, Mr. Dugmore. Thanks for being able to come back on with us. You were just talking about the investigations you called for from the SAPS on this. Perhaps just pick up on where you were going with that thought, if you don't mind.
Yes. Thanks, Gareth. Now, I was saying that we believe the Premier has exercised poor judgment here because although he has subsequently indicated that he knew about this from November last year, our information is that these allegations had already surfaced back in 2012 when Fritz was the MEC for Social Development. So we say this is a criminal matter. We're very happy that the Provincial Commissioner of Police has now indicated that his office will launch an investigation, will inform the victims and the complainants about the measures that the police can put in place to protect them, protect their identity, and give them counselling. But we cannot have a Premier being the judge and the jury and almost politically managing the situation given the conflict and the internal dynamics within the DA. This is a case for the criminal justice system, and we are happy now that that has been indicated by the police commissioner in the province that he will follow that route.
And perhaps while there was some confusion, Mr. Dugmore, I think I'm going to try and make this my last question. It's not a great connection to you. In fact, I think I may have lost Cameron Dugmore again. But Mr. Dugmore, if you're with me, maybe give me a nod before I try this question.
Yes.
Let me leave this as my last question then. There were some, I don't want to say supporters, but there were some members of the public suggesting that Premier Alan Winde handled this the right way, because there's never an easy way to handle any allegations of sexual misconduct. The accused, but of course the victims, the possible victims in this as well. A sensitivity is the way it was being framed, the way the Premier handled that. What do you make of that comment?
Yes, I've heard that perspective, and I can understand where that's coming from. The problem is that this is potentially criminal conduct. The Premier has admitted as much to that. So right from the outset, the police should have been informed, while the identity of the victims obviously needs to be secured and they need to be supported. But he himself is saying that there's potential criminal conduct here in that he said that the victims could go to the police. So at that stage, he should have informed the police that this was happening. He did not do that. And the other issue, which we don't think he's coming clean on, is that the DA itself has been aware of these allegations from as far back as 2012. And in that process, by not coming forward to the police, how many other victims have been sexually harassed? How many other victims have been threatened with losing their jobs if they don't provide sexual favors? And that is where the lack of judgment from the Premier is a huge issue for us as the ANC.
Mr. Cameron Dugmore, I thank you very much indeed for your time and making yourself available to come back after we drop that connection to you. ANC leader of the opposition in the Western Cape.